Dude, I see a turbo.
Dang. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on our Apocalypse rig right here. The 1994 Stewart & Stevenson is an absolute beast, but what we wanna do is actually give it a full inspection, make sure all the fluids are topped off, and make sure everything is functioning properly. Hopefully we don't find anything damaged. So we're probably gonna start with checking all the dipsticks on the side right here. Then once we're done with that, we're probably gonna try to crack open this cab and get to that engine bay. Dang, son, that's one long dipstick right there, dude.
It's probably one of the longest dipsticks I ever seen right there.
It's like a fishing line. You go fishing with that joint.
Yeah, but
right
I
there.
think we're perfect. Look at that. Between them two lines right there, we're perfect. And dude, the fluid looks good, man. This thing is just brand new. You know what I mean? It's just brand new.
This thing is mint. I mean, it's got only 700 miles, 800 miles now.
Yep.
And I think all the fluids were changed properly. I wonder if there's like a break-in period or
I don't know,
something.
but this is the only dipstick here. The rest look like fills, so I don't know where they all lead to. The coolant over here, I can see it in this little hole. I can't see it in this one. I don't know if it needs to be over there, maybe halfway. But that's when, whenever we open up the cab, we'll see what all this stuff leads to. But right now, I want to go ahead and throw this. I think the transmission stuff, that's
definitely the transmission dipstick. But before we go over on that side to start lifting this cab up, which is going to be epic.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and pop off this filter, I guess. That's an air filter, right?
Yeah, air filter, and see how filthy it is. Look at the inside. That just shows how clean it is in here, you know? No dirt, no dust, nothing at all. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can pop this whole entire thing off just to see how big this thing actually is.
Exactly, and all this little rust that you see here is just from sitting. This thing sat for about half a year, which I think we may even take care of all this stuff, which after our wash,
well,
right?
It sat half a year from the owner that we got it from, but other than that, 800 miles, dude, it probably sat for years, you know what I mean?
Years, man, and the military didn't use it at all, and the police department didn't use it at all, because this did come from a police department, right?
Yeah, it did come from the police department. Hey.
Whoa!
My goodness,
my.
dude. Look how brand new it is, even from the outside.
That's a massive filter though, but yeah, it looks mint.
Dude, mint. There's only a few little wasps and stuff at the bottom. You know, they probably just got sucked into there, but dude, nice and mint and clean. Everything has been a good sign so far. Now it is time to throw this sucker back on and see if we can get this cab opened up. All right, guys, so this is the moment of truth to see if hydraulics are ran by air. I don't know what these are ran off of, but I don't exactly know how to use them too, so we're just gonna push a few buttons and see if anything works. I mean, should be pretty simple. It says lower and raise on the cab tilt, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and throw it to raise.
Careful, what if that tire just pops out on you?
I'm gonna stand aside, but dang, do these twist? They're kind of stuck or something. I wonder if these things
Cab
twist.
tilt, this would be it, right? The cab tilt?
No, right here.
Oh, truck suspension.
Truck suspension.
You can lower and raise the whole entire suspension, I'm guessing, right?
I don't know. That's pretty weird. Dude,
but he did mention he did mention that the actual tire comes out as well.
Yeah, it comes out as well. I think he just said you got to take one chain off. I think it's just a safety chain, but it should come out all the way to the floor, which is pretty crazy. But right now, let's see if we can get this cab to tilt. Let me just try to. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Loosened it up. Put it on raise.
Pump. I think you hit pump or cab.
Pump.
Oh no.
Oh, it's making something.
Do that again. I see it like jumping just a little bit.
Don't do. I think it's locked. How do you unlock this thing?
You might have to pull a pin or something down here or something. But definitely, we should probably Google this or something. Google it, look it up, and I'm sure somebody will have some information on it.
I'm just gonna do a few things. Let me try this one right here. This cab push and turn.
Try it.
Didn't do anything. Maybe that unlocks it, you think?
I don't know. You're just going to have to mess with it.
I'm just going to hit it again and see
just
what
hold
it does.
it.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold it.
I literally see it going up just a hair.
Whoa.
It's
Think
like
we got enough air in here?
I don't know. That may be the issue. We may have to have the air because you could just turn on the ignition or start it up and it'll start pumping.
Let's go ahead and actually pump some air into this system and then try this thing. All right, so the way to pump this air up is actually just starting the vehicle, and I think the compressors just automatically turn on, and we got our air meters right here. This is for the rear brake and this is for the front brake. So I'm just gonna start it, let it fill up all the way, and then we're gonna see if this cab will actually drop in. You know what I mean?
Because it does like do some sort of beeping, and then when it starts beeping, that means it's full of air, right?
The warning goes off, so once it stops beeping, we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and crank it.
Crank it up.
See how easy it cranks. It's been sitting, so you ready?
Yes, sir. Woo! You hear that little tone right there?
Yeah.
That should go off as soon as the air pumps up, and then we should be able to lift the cab, I think.
All right, let's wait on it. All right, so the lights and the warning alarm actually went off, and we got some good air in here. Now let's go see if he'll lift the cab.
Dude, I see a turbo.
Dang, what is that?
That is a massive alternator, I think.
Dang, that thing is huge. Dude, look at this little turbo right here.
It is kind of small though.
Dang, that is sick, dude.
The engine looks mint actually so far, and it's kind of filthy. Let me see how far this thing is gonna go.
Just open it all the way up.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna step a couple steps back here. That is crazy. But you know what? That is actually awesome. You know how much easier it is going to be to work on that engine if you need to get to something?
Dude, that is, I've never seen something like that before. That is insane.
Dude, let's hop up there and see what's going on.
Let's do it, man.
Dude, I like to see that yellow Caterpillar engine right there. Got some massive shocks right here. I wonder if you could upgrade those shocks. You know what I'm talking about?
That'd be sick to do like some sick shocks. I mean, just any, you know, new suspension is gonna make this thing ride it better. But dude, what do we got here, dude?
Oh my goodness, look at this. This is a brand new hose right here. I don't think it's been replaced. This is just factory new.
It's all factory. Look at this nice heat shield. Dude, this stuff looks like it's never been touched. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Look at that fiberglass, what do you call that? Fan shroud.
That is crazy, dude. We got our radiator here.
Intercooler.
Oh, look, a Garrett intercooler. Look at that. Garrett charged cooler, air cooler, dude.
That is cool, sick, man. Dude. I can't wait to actually give this thing a nice clean. You know how nice this thing is gonna clean up?
It needs a nice wash. There is a few little surface rust, but dude, this thing is practically brand new. You know what I mean?
I gotta say. And what kind of engine is this? Inline 6 or is that a 4-cylinder?
No, I think it's an inline 6 Caterpillar. I don't know the exact spec of this thing, but other than that, dude, I wonder how much horsepower this thing puts out. I know it probably puts out a lot of torque, but the horsepower maybe a little bit different.
I don't know, but all I got to say is this is a semi-truck engine right here. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is what this truck needs. You know, a big, strong engine like this. What'd you find there?
I'm gonna go ahead and check. I think this is the power steering, right?
Yeah, where at?
Right here. Oh, snap! About dropped it.
Power steering. Right
That's
there?
weird. I couldn't even check it. What is?
Maybe you gotta pull that little thing out of there right here.
Check oil level with the pump operating.
Oh, well, you gotta start this thing to check the oil level?
That's good to know right there. Hopefully all the fluids are good. Look at this. What is this right here? A fuel filter? Yep, exactly what that is. Fuel filter.
We gotta find out how to like maintenance them or how to change the oil or anything like that. You know, this is a lot newer, a lot of different stuff. You know, we're not used to this stuff, but this is what we like, man. We gotta figure out how all this stuff works. This is the fun part, and this is crazy.
This is crazy. I'm loving it so far. Just looking at it, having it tilted open like this. And look at this button right here. What the heck is that?
Probably some kind of reset button or something.
To prime.
Prime?
And look, is that a fire extinguisher? Look at that, dude.
Dang,
what does it say on there?
Oh, what? It says starting fuel.
Starting fluid or something?
Quick fuel starts. What the heck? That thing is actually like connected and got some wires running to the engine.
So you can't remove that right there?
No, dude. Is this like, does it come with its own starting fluid maybe?
I did see an emergency button on the inside of the cabin actually. So I guess like if it won't start while you're cranking it over and it won't fire up, you just hit like emergency button and it sprays some
that is
ether
insane.
In there or something.
I don't know what that is. That is insane, and that is actually awesome. Maybe just the military actually needs stuff like that. You know, if you get stuck somewhere and won't start, press the button wherever it's at, it starts right up, dude.
You got to run from the enemy and your thing won't start, man. You're definitely going to need some ether. But look at that massive. You want to try to drop that next?
Yeah, I mean, we can try. I think we just have to take this off right here. So I'm going to go ahead and unhook it. See what it does.
And then, do you have to drop that strap or not?
No, I think the strap stays in this whole unit. Or never mind, I don't know.
That's gonna be crazy, dude. Watching that wheel come out. Yeah, I guess we can look that up, do a little bit more research on that, and then we'll see how it comes out. So we had to start it back up because the air ran out, right?
Yeah, I think there's a little leak in the back axle or somewhere around there. We can kind of hear it slightly, but once we pumped it up, dude, this sucker came off, and this is basically like, what would you call this?
A mini crane or something.
Mini little crane or whatever you want to do. You probably pull engines out on the side right here with this thing.
Dude, that's pretty dang cool. I gotta say, I love how everything is working so far. Everything works, which is amazing,
dude. And now you can see that little. Go over there and record that little can. Maybe show them what it looks like, because it is that starting fluid or what? You know, it says starts diesel.
Yeah, look at that. It does have some sort of lines running to it. That is weird. I don't know. A lot of people from the military are giving us some great information.
Yeah, let us know what that is, if there's a button for that, because heck, we might need to use it if it don't start up one day, you know what I mean?
Exactly. We're gonna be out there camping or whatnot, and this sucker might not fire. But look at this side over here, got that massive generator. I think you could even shut off that fan for when you're going through water or something.
Yeah, you shut it off. I think so. I think it's electronic clutch on there, so you can just shut it off and go like 12 feet underwater or something like that.
That is crazy. But I guess let's go ahead and pop this back up. And the next thing that I really want to test before we start cleaning this thing is the deflation system in the tires. What do you say?
Yeah, dude, we need to mess around with that stuff, see if it actually works, and after that, we'll probably go ahead and, what do you say, wash this thing?
Yeah, give it a wash on the exterior, especially this engine bay right here.
The engine.
I want to see how it's going to look cleaned up, and then we'll move on to the inside as well.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, so we got the truck pulled over here in the driveway, and right now we're actually gonna go ahead and test this little box here. I think this is our tire, like, air operation system. This is what deflates it and inflates it. As you can tell, we got a few buttons here that say highway, XC, sand, emergency, and run flat. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what all those exactly mean, but I'm hoping the sand one actually lowers it down, you know, the pressure. So I don't know, you think we should go ahead and start it and you hop out there and see what happens?
I'm thinking if the tank is right now full, I think it should work with it being off.
Okay, I mean, no lights are lighting up right now, so I guess I'm just gonna hold the sand one down. Nothing.
You might have to start it. Go ahead and start it, and I'm gonna jump outside and see what happens from the outside.
All right, do it.
All right, so no luck actually deflating these tires, and we were messing with it a little bit, and we did a little bit of research as well, and we found out that if all 4 lights are actually on that central tire inflation system, that means there's some sort of issue. I do hear a little bit of a leak. There could be an air leak in the system, which we're probably gonna figure that out later, but as of right now, before it gets dark on us, we're probably gonna lift this cab up and try to detail that engine. All right, so we just got done power washing this engine bay, and it turned out immaculate. There's no oil leaks, no oil spills, none of that. I mean, what else would you expect out of 800 miles? This sucker is just looking brand new, tons of yellow. We're super happy how it cleaned up, but it is a little bit late on us and it's about to get dark, so we'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. All right, so it is the next day here. Before we continue washing this rig, I do want to mention that we just got some brand new t-shirts on the website. We've got the Goon Squad with the mountains on top, fits this build perfectly. And also check out the back, we got our establishment date, Super Fire t-shirt. There's not very many of them, so if you want to help support your boys, be sure to visit goonsquad.com. But before we actually continue washing this thing, we're actually gonna run to the registration office. We do got insurance on this thing, but now we need to get some tags, so let's head that way and see what we can come up with. All right, so we are back with our license plate after about 3 hours of getting the sucker registered. Because of the weird short VIN number, it was giving us a few issues, but we were finally successful. Now we're gonna slap these tags on probably right there and actually drive the sucker to the parts store, grab some cleaning supplies and also some camouflage paint, maybe touch a few things up, and also some other supplies. So let's just head that way.
right, so we're here at the Home Depot just to find some better color options because they didn't really have the color we were looking for. So let's go back there and see what they got.
All right, so we are back with our parts getter here, and we're gonna go over quickly what we got. First things first, we got a 5-gallon bucket of Purple Power. Also got some windshield washer fluid. Hopefully the nozzles still work. Got some bristle brushes for the interior and the exterior, and also got a little spray nozzle for our chemicals. Got a bunch of interior cleaner along with some microfiber cloth rags, and we got some windshield wipers, right?
Yeah, windshield wiper blades. There were some nice ones too, some Bosch.
These are some really nice ones because ours were really nice and crusty and old. They didn't even work. And also, more importantly, we got some camouflage here. This is the exact paint. Hopefully it matches up perfectly. We can get to touching this thing up, get it looking brand new. Maybe even throw some black paint on the wheels. And
oh, dude, that would look good. And we also got some tire shine. What's that?
Ooh. Oh, that's what that was right there.
That's gonna shine them suckers up. They're gonna look freaking new, dude.
We should have probably got 4 of these, one for each
I know,
tire,
I didn't think about that.
But let's go ahead and actually bring out the pressure washer and give this thing a nice wash, and then we'll just go from there. Alrighty guys, so we just got done power washing this entire exterior and also underneath this thing as well, and it turned out absolutely amazing. We didn't even have to use any of the brushes because the Purple Power did most of the job for us. But anyways, we're actually not gonna do any of the paint touch-ups just yet because it has been raining on and off. We don't wanna ruin any of the paint. So we're actually gonna jump into the interior, start using all of our detailing supplies and see how clean we can get it.